Hello and welcome to another exciting episode of Cooking with Unity. I'm your host, Max Moreau. With me are Phil and Jeffrey.
I'm Phil. I'm Jeffrey.
All right.
I'm Phil.
They are just hands. There's no person behind them or in front of them.
He's Jeffrey.
That's Max.
That's Max.
Now that everyone has been introduced,
I'm Phil.
Let's get started. So, let's switch the screen. That might help. Main screen. Unity. Do have VOGJam 01.
Did it switch?
What, huh? Yeah, I think it switched. Didn't it? Yeah, it switched.
Okay.
So, so we have this game that we made. It's totally awesome. It's called Cucumber Killer or something. No, it's just
Cactar Pickle Man.
Cactar Pickle Man. We got 2 levels. We can shoot the dudes. We currently don't have a HUD of any kind. We currently
Don't let them close you in.
No, you know what we need is
You're out
some
of
kind
ammo.
of ammo.
No,
run
out of
past
ammo.
him. Run past him. Oh, yeah.
I'm trapped.
It's
You
too
need
late.
an ammo
No,
box.
I need a chainsaw is what I need.
Oh, what are they doing?
They're trying to crowd me.
Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy. I'm gonna
He's gonna
get
surround
you.
me. He's gonna actually surround me.
Oh, you used the tricky stuff by getting on the ground.
Actually, so I just thought about something. Remember how I was saying one of the tricks about this game where we're making a game which may have bugs in it, but the goal is to actually find bugs, and we don't want to confuse the player. Mm-hmm. I just thought that the most realistic way of handling that is to actually have a list of known issues that come with the instructions.
That's a good idea.
It's just like known issues. Cactus Man will sometimes stack over other cactus men. Do not report this bug.
So the known issues are issues not to report and not a checklist
Exactly.
of things to report.
Exactly. It's just like real testing. Yay!
It is just like real testing.
So someone on the forums, and actually Jeffrey was talking about doing this before someone actually said, but someone was actually saying something along the lines of, could we see the second level through this? And I'm not promising that we're going to do something like that, but Jeffrey did play around with stencil shaders, and I want to show this real quick because we're going to import this stuff and potentially use it in the project. He was playing around with this last night. Where to create like some impossible space scenarios. So if you go here, this is an example that he made where depending on where you look at it, you get different objects. So that's cool. And there's a couple other examples. This was just like of a 3D portal rendering through a stencil shader. Kind of looks like looking at a 3D TV when you're looking off axis. And then this one where he uses it as a reveal method. We'll go over more how this actually works later, but I just wanted to point it out that we've got it, and I'm going to actually just get imported into the project for now. So I'm just going to just grab everything and throw it in there. What is the best way to keep all this together?
Put them into a separate folder.
Yeah.
It's called stencil.
Yeah, let's do that. Create folder, stencil, and we're going to put all this stuff in here.
Do we have forums? We have forums?
We don't have forums, no. We have a wiki that no one knows about.
I didn't know.
See, there you go.
I didn't know either.
Wiki.pushipixels.wiki.cookingwithunity.com.
Oh,
Go
nice.
there.
Nice.
Actually, is it still up? I haven't checked. Wiki.cookingwithunity.com. Oh, it may be down. Or that might not actually be where it's at. I think it's down. All right.
Well, we aren't going to worry about that right
But yeah. So, what am I doing? I'm glad no one knows about it.
You're
So,
exporting that package.
yes. Export package. We're going to just export this stuff, and we're going to say stencil, Unity package. Go desktop, save it. And then we'll open up VOGJam 01. Save. Don't save. Save. We'll keep those as they are. And now we're just going to import what we just created there. Alright, so now if we open up one of these, it should just work the way it did before. Sweet, it does. Yay.
So if you look at the top of it, though, it doesn't do anything. Right?
Yeah, at the top of it, we don't see anything. What's happening here...
That could be changed.
Yeah.
Right
Yeah.
now, I set it so that the circle and the cube have to be equal to the reference value. You could do the opposite.
So...
Oh, Dark Dragon 91 got to the wiki.
Oh, okay. Good.
Nice. Good. I'm
It
glad to hear
does
that.
exist.
It does exist.
And it's even up. I am shocked because Amazon AWS, man, it works. So...
I agree.
So...
When you tried to go there, it was like, oh, wait, I need to reboot.
Yeah, exactly. That's what
and
it's probably
he was
doing.
able to get in.
So the way this actually
That's
works,
true.
I'm going to just go over it because this stuff is interesting to me. So the way this actually works is we have these masks. I'm going to remove the masks here. And they're called masks, except for in this case, they're reveal masks. So we've got this geometry. Let's do the other mask one. Or whichever one is actually
I
facing
think they're
us.
all off.
You
actually,
turned
right
off
now.
all of them, yeah.
Oh,
Because
that's
their
right, because the
parent is
parent's
off.
off. Okay, so mask one. So basically, if the object can be seen through here, you can see it. And the way it works is this has a shader that writes into the stencil buffer and just well, actually, sorry, this doesn't write into the stencil buffer. This reads the stencil buffer. Wait.
It
Mask
sets
1
the
ZOS.
stencil buffer's reference value for the pixels that object
Okay.
is a part of on the screen. And then when it's rendering the other objects, those objects check the stencil buffer to see what the reference value is and make a comparison to determine whether or not they should display.
Gotcha. So yeah, so this one sets basically these ones set the masks up, and then this checks against the mask using diffuse equal 1. If we switch this to where do you have these?
Custom stencil.
Custom, thank you. Stencil at diffuse not equal 1, it would work exactly the opposite. So now this will actually uncover it. So now you see it normally unless this is in front of it. So that's basically, in a nutshell, how this stuff works, in a very, very short nutshell. So let's go back to our game. And now, regarding actually showing the other level through there, the biggest trick with that is the other level would have to be present in memory somewhere. And right now, we can't really do that. The problem is, of course... well, actually, in this case, we might be able to do it because in this very special case... Oh, wait, the level is slightly different.
Yeah.
So
that would need to be in memory somewhere.
Yeah,
Like the
so
other level would have to exist.
we could still keep them separated as levels and do it. And the way you do it is you could load additively. But in order to do that, we would have to make sure that each level is actually in a different physical space than the others. The easiest way in this particular game, based on our limitations, is if we actually put a ceiling on this thing. We could assume that each level is standalone. We could just put them vertically offset.
That's a good point.
And so if we offset them, you could still keep them segregated into the levels for testing and stuff. But before you get to the end of the level, you would basically load in the next level and just have it on top of your current level.
I think that's a good idea.
But yeah, we probably aren't going to actually do that. I just wanted to mention there, and I'm not even sure if we're going to play with the stencil stuff much today. I just wanted to get let's get a little bit of our actual gameplay in, and then let's also work on our HUD. I think those are the two big things that we need to get done today. So I want to get at least one example of a bug working here. So let's make a bug for collision. So what I want to do is make it so that any wall has a chance that it could not show up. Whereas it will render just fine, but it won't actually collide with the player. And we could do this by removing the collider or something, but since we're going to have to be checking with a raycast later when you're tagging the bugs, remember we want to make it so that you can point at a bug and mark them, they're going to need a collider of some kind anyway. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use two layers, one that's the normal collision and one that's the broken collision layer.
Okay.
So we're going to create a new layer. We're going to call this... we'll just use default for the normal collision, and we'll call it broken collision on layer 10. And because it's broken, project settings, physics, we're going to make nothing collide with it. Broken collision will collide with nothing. we still will be able to get raycasts off of it, so that's good. As long as we have raycast hit triggers, if it becomes a trigger, it's not a trigger, but yeah, I mean, we might turn it into a trigger as well. We're not going to. I don't know what I'm saying. So now we've got this layer that we can use. So I'm going to create a script to have this happen. So we're going to create a C# script called randomly. Let's just call it. Let's call it collision bug. Is what we're going to call it.
Sounds like a good plan.
And we're going to have a public float chance of bug equals, let's do 0.1f for right now. And all we're going to do is in start, we will just roll a random. So random dot value.
Oh, value.
If random dot value is less than chance of bug, then we will set our collider dot layer. What's collider dot?
Is it just on transform?
Oh yeah, transform dot layer.
Well, you don't have to do collider dot transform, just transform dot layer.
Transform dot layer. I don't think it's layer.
Oh.
Unity layer script. Game object layer. There we go. So
Okay.
game object dot layer. Would have expected that to be in transform. Game object dot layer equals.
Not so much.
Let's do public layer. No, there's no niceness here. Is it? It's just an int, isn't it?
A layer?
I think I think you can do. Layer mask. Wait, what is layer mask dot? What functions are in there?
I don't think there's any functions in the.
You have to put it in a function.
Oh, like in here dot. Okay.
Layer to name, name to layer. I think that's what you wanted.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
All
that
right.
seems
Perfect.
right.
So.
I've used that before.
You're very familiar with the layer to name and name to layer?
I knew there was something.
So we'll do a string layer name, then a string layer name. What did I call it? Called it broken collision. Broken collision layer equals broken collision layer mask. All right, so game object dot layer.
Need a semicolon. That's why it.
Oh, thank
I
you.
think completed it like that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
makes sense.
it's freaking out. Game object dot layer. No, it thinks I'm
What are
freaking
we
out.
supposed to do
I know.
now, man?
Yeah, exactly.
Freaking out, man.
You are freaking out.
Equals
Man.
layer mask dot name to layer broken collision layer.
I'm gonna go back in there with those things, man. You can forget about it.
And let's just go ahead for now, do a debug.log. I'm not colliding right.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
And game object. So if we apply this to each of our cubes in the basic room, I'm just going to grab all of these and all of these.
Well, it's a prefab, so just put it on the prefab.
I guess that's true. We didn't edit this. Well, that one's edited. We don't want to apply. Let's just do it on this prefab. I see what you're saying. Go to the
Wait,
prefab.
are they the same or?
We'll find out. They should be.
Prefabs?
So
I think those two are the same.
we're adding bug, collision bug. All right, and I'm also going to do it on the hallway 1. All right, so we hit play. I'm not colliding right. So let's pretend we're playing our game. So there's 2 of them. We know that there's 2. So that seems pretty solid. Oh, I found one.
That's awesome.
All right, and see if we can find any others.
It might be on the same area too, for all you know. I mean,
So go out one of the sides and then walk in the other.
Okay.
Oh.
Way.
poor guy. Poor little fella. It's got to be around here somewhere.
See, it's already a fun game. Where's the hidden wall?
Where is that?
Oh, there it
Oh,
is.
it's the
Oh,
hallway.
wow, it's the hallway. I didn't
Yep.
expect that.
I thought you had tried the hallway when you.
No,
went
didn't
up
try it
against the
hard enough,
cactus.
evidently, and that's why it's testing, gentlemen. Sometimes it's like, I thought I had tried that. I hadn't tried that. Sweet. So, yeah, that's working.
You know what we should do?
What should we do?
Make it so that the redraw calls are not clearing the images on the background.
Oh, yeah.
Because that happens a lot in actual games.
You know, why not? Let's do that. Let's
Like in Doom, when you do
optimize this
no
game.
clip.
We're gonna optimize.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
No clip, and then you have all like the images that are shadow effects of whatever you're doing. Yeah.
All right.
That's right.
I just optimized the
Depth
game.
only. Yeah. Yeah.
So now we'll get that nice Hall of Mirrors effect on.
We need to put a sky.
Yeah,
in.
yeah. Well, we need to put a ceiling in. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's do that. So I'm just gonna take this quad here, duplicate it, bring it up. How big are our rooms? How big are
I don't remember.
3 tall? Let's see how claustrophobic this gets. So I'm going to make it so this one doesn't have collision.
You know
just
how hard it
because
is for me to not think
pain.
about Doom music when I'm thinking about claustrophobic ceilings and stuff like that, and the way this is looking.
I would imagine it's difficult.
Yeah, it is.
All right, so now there we go. We have a ceiling, and so if we manage to get out of the world, we get like the Hall of Mirrors effect. Although I'm going to make the ceiling and floor considerably smaller so that it's more exaggerated.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
So we should probably fit this to the level. So 15, 10. Yeah.
But you'll fall out of the world if you go through one of the bad walls. I would keep it a little bit larger than the level, personally.
Yeah, but I kind of want it to fall. I like
The
falling
player
out
to
of the
fall?
worlds. I don't know. Yeah, okay, let's make it a little bit bigger so it's harder to fall. But I want to have the character be able to fall, definitely.
Oh,
so,
yeah, absolutely.
So how's that look? That look pretty good?
Yes, much better.
All right, so hit play, and now we'll get a much more exaggerated Hall of Mirrors effect. And it wasn't that one that time. No, my whole world
They're
has been
different.
shattered.
It might not even have one, for all we know.
No, there's.
It has to.
It's debugged out.
There we go.
Oh, cool.
It's hard to know when you're gonna
It's
fall because
the
of
ceiling
the
did not
clearing.
get reduced in size, did it? Or did you reduce both of them? at the
I
same
reduced
time?
both.
Did you see that the Cactar Man was following you?
Yes, I did.
You should look at. Yeah, it was cool. They said it's just green chunk of nonsense coming through the world. Oh, where is he? Where's the wall? Where? It could be that tiny wall that you didn't check to the right there.
I didn't check that one? I thought I
Nope,
checked
you
that
didn't
one.
check that tiny
Oh,
one.
you're right.
Bam!
Bam! That was
Yeah.
perfect.
I know. I was a tester at one point.
It's true, he was.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Cactus Man.
He wants me.
Did not get out of there though this time. Anyway,
All right. Cool. Now it looks more ghetto. So we have a bug system. That's the basic part of it. Now we have to figure out how to detect the system. So I'm going to switch. Like I said, we're going to do some UI and we're going to do some bug stuff. So let's switch over to UI because we definitely need one for shooting, and then that'll help us transition into making one for marking bugs. So first off, I'm going to get a reticle because I like reticles and open.
I made a reticle
game
once. Remember
art.
that?
has a really good reticle selection.
Do you remember my reticle that I made? The 3D one for that little shooter that we had?
What little... Oh, yeah, that was a good one.
I also made the art for that game, I remember. It's as much of an artist as I will be.
Don't say that. You'll always be a better artist. Everyone will. Just have to art more.
I don't want to.
Well, then maybe you won't be a better artist.
I don't really like.
Evidently, I've downloaded this a few times. So, so yeah, we'll just grab all these and throw them in here, and let's get the information for this. This is CC0. We're set. We're done. End of line. All right.
I checked that earlier. I assumed you searched CC0.
Yeah, I had it one time. I just had forgotten that it's the CC0. I thought it was just good enough to license.
Well, I mean, when you searched reticle, I thought maybe you had checked the box for CC0.
Oh, no, I hadn't. I don't think. So I'm going to put this into textures. And what crosshair do we like?
Which ones are there?
There's this one. I kind of like that one for the debug because it's got. Although we'll probably make a actual information debug one for fun. Honestly, this is the one I typically pick for projects because I think it looks cool. But let's go with that one. That looks ghetto.
Think so?
You don't want that one?
That one looks like it. I like the one with the mustache.
Those look kind of like faces.
This one with the mustache?
Yeah. Look at it, has a mustache.
It does. It looks very unhappy.
Like, I don't want anything to do with shooting people. I'm an unhappy reticle.
Yeah, we got to use it. All right. So let's create a 3D object.
Grumpy reticle.
Actually, let's just create
Can we
a
call
sprite.
it Grumpy reticle?
So you can what?
I don't know what that error was. I want to do that again. Create a sprite, 2D object sprite. Sprite could not be assigned. Could not assign a sprite to the new sprite render because the selected texture is not configured to generate sprites. Oh, I see. It automatically tried to be smart because I had a texture selected. That's actually kind of cool. Sometimes Unity does things like this. So I'm going to have this selected, but we're actually going to set it to a sprite first. And 64 to 64, so I'm just going to make it 64.
You should also turn off bilinear filtering.
And no, this one probably should have bilinear filtering, quite frankly.
So?
Yeah.
Why?
Why?
Yeah.
What do you mean, why? Because it's... I mean, did you see it before? It's got, like, shading and stuff on it. Typically, you don't want point filtering on that. I mean...
Does it have shading? I guess it does.
Just a little.
Yeah, I see.
I'm sure we can probably play with it either way.
We'll see what it looks like first.
As a matter of fact, actually, let's do this using the actual UI system. So let's create a UI image. So that'll create a canvas and an image. And this image, we're going to give it this crosshair here. And what else are we going to do? I'm going to do something else here. I'm going to go to the sprite editor and just make sure this is clipped in. And put the center at... Where would the center be shooting at? It wants to snap, and I don't want it to snap. No. And one up. Just 0.51, 0.505.
Oh, right there.
07. There we go. That'll be a nice, accurate little shooter, maybe. So let's apply that. And then let's go to our image. And we're going to place this in the center. So this is already centered here. And we're going to make it width 1 and... Oh, wait, sorry. This is width in pixels, isn't it? So we'll give it width 64, height 64. And if we hit play... There we go. We've got a little reticle.
Oh, I like it.
So the reason we have a reticle, that we didn't have to do anything else, is because this big old canvas thing, this gigantic, you'll see that it has this teeny tiny little thing in the middle of it. This is just what Unity automatically generates for us. This is actually being applied, stretched or squashed onto the screen. And the reason it's gigantic is because this is addressed in pixel space, so each unit is a pixel on this grid. So we can actually place this anywhere in the level, so if we want it... wait, we can't place it anywhere in the level, did I lie? We can place it anywhere in the level, we just can't do it using this for some reason. Wait, maybe we can. No, we can't.
Why?
I don't know. Oh, we can't do that. We can just do the Z.
Interesting. Why can't you select the Z and do that then?
I don't know. I just work here. All right. So, and
Sad
actually,
cactus?
let's try it. Pixel. Maybe point filtering would be better.
Sad cactus.
No, that's a
Meet
little
sad
odd.
cactus shooter.
So if I go image, like if we play with this a little bit, I'm curious. So we go to here and we change the thing to pixel perfect, and then we make this a point, and then we make the image set native size. So we hit play. Yeah, it looks... Wow. Yeah, that's point filtering. Let's try it with bilinear filtering. Apply.
Well, it's also... What is it? What's that max size compressed?
I'm curious. If I change it to 100 pixels per unit, does that solve the problem? Because I thought it would have looked a little bit better with point than it does, but... Yeah, that's just awful.
Yeah, I think it needs to be smaller with bilinear.
I just would have expected that to actually pixel perfectize a little bit better. I'm not quite sure why it's doing that. Oh well, doesn't really matter. Let's just go with bilinear for now because it looks good enough to work with, and we can play around with it more later.
Filter mode by point, right?
Actually, I want to check one more thing.
Okay.
If I go back here and we choose native size now, what did it change it to? 64 by 64. If we hit play now, there we go.
That actually does look pixel perfect now.
There we go. That's right. That's what we wanted. So,
Can you put it on the face of the cactus so it looks unhappy? Man.
it'll be easier at the start. Okay. Gotta have that distance. Me. Okay. It's not very
Okay,
good.
fantastic.
All right. So we have this reticle. It should work. Hopefully this will be where we're shooting. So, yay. What's next?
Well, we need an ammo counter.
Yeah. All right. So we need an ammo counter. So that's going to be a UI text.
Also, we could make an intentional bug for the ammo counter as well.
Yes, we could. We'll
Or it
consider
sometimes
that.
displays the wrong number.
So we're going to do this.
If we have locked doors, we can have you reduce ammo when you open them.
Oh, that's a good one too.
All right. So text. We're going to go over, look at our canvas. Maybe. I'd like to look at the canvas, but it's not letting me. Oh, because I'm not in the scene view. That helps. All right. So text.
New text.
We're going to have the text say ammo. And we're going to make the text look better by making the scale factor... Oh, wait, we don't want the scale factor. Okay, so
Well, you're doing a scale factor
applies
on the...
all of it.
You're doing that
Okay,
on the canvas.
Yeah. We do want to do this on the canvas. I'm just trying to remember the order of operations here because the text we can only get to look so good. It actually, let's just try it without first messing around with that first. So let's just do it.
I see what
happens.
I know what happens with this stuff.
So. Let's do ammo. Let's actually have it be left justified. We're going to put it in the corner. So let's put it into the lower left corner. And we're going to have it be 0, 0. And we want the anchors to be in a different position. We want those to be anchored to... So the pivot should be at 0, 0? Yeah, there we go. So now this is at the corner of the screen. It says ammo. Sweet.
Yay.
I'm going to make it a bit larger. By making the font size bigger. Alright. So let's offset this a little bit from the side here. There, that'll work. So I'm going to make it some ridiculously high contrast color for right now just because we want it to show up and be readable. Although red's probably not a good choice. Oh, red's fine. Perfect.
Red's
Ammo.
always a good choice.
Alright, so let's make it display our ammo. Well, we don't even have... Do we have an ammo? Yeah, we do have an ammo. We have ammo based on our gun. So our gun here has an ammo.
It has an initial ammo and a max ammo, apparently.
Yes. I'm just trying to think how we want to do this. So the reason I'm thinking is we might have more than one gun. I'm not promising that we will, but we might, right? And so we want this to display the ammo of the gun that's currently selected.
Correct.
The way we can handle selection very easily is just to have different types of guns and then turn them on and off. That's how I probably would organize it myself. And so with that in mind, how can the basic gun tell us this is the main gun? I know how. We will use a tag. This will be a nice, simple way of doing it. So we're going to call this current gun. And the fun thing about tags is you can't find a game object that's been disabled with a tag, so we can actually just permanently have these things tagged as current gun. And if we only have one enabled, we'll get the current gun. Okay. So our script is going to, let's say, create C# script. I'm going to call it display ammo. And all this is going to do is in update game object target current gun equals game object dot get dot find game object with tag current gun. And what we're going to do now is we're going to get the script, which is called basic gun. All right, so
Yeah?
Yeah.
I have a question of, would it be okay if after the game jam you expanded on the gun / item swapping?
Well, yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
It's similar to what we did when getting into the vehicle in One Breakfast at Unity, where you could get in the vehicle. You just enable the things that you want, and you disable the things that you want. So one of the ways we could do this is we could do this object-oriented fashion, where we have a base gun class that we use, and then all of those gun classes will have an ammo.
Yeah.
And then we could grab the ammo with that. Just grab the object as the top class. The other way we could do this is we could have a type of accessor to find the ammo that is not that doesn't have to be known ahead of time, which we could do using send message. I'm going to do that method first, though we may look at doing the other when we actually add another gun, if we add another gun. I'm doing it this way because this is a little bit faster for right now. So I'm just going to create a quick function called void. Wait, send message can't get something back, so that won't help. We have to do it the other way.
All right.
I think the other way is better anyway, if you can avoid using send message
Yes.
and do it with, you're talking about
Yeah.
inheritance, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Which I think is cleaner.
Yes. Gun. All right, so we're gonna have a gun.
Gun script.
Sure, we'll save display ammo. I guess I was working on that, but I forgot what I was doing. So, I'm still working on that. So, so what we need is, so this gun is going to be what basic gun is going to inherit from. Gun. Gun itself is going to inherit from mono behavior, so that's exactly the way we want it. The stuff that is going to be inherent to a gun is initial ammo, max ammo, I'm probably going to need your help on this, Jeffrey, because I'm really bad with the object-oriented stuff. Fire button, fire. So these might not exist in a gun. Let's just do the damage of the ammo and the max ammo.
Okay.
I don't know why I copied and pasted that one instead of just doing that. All right.
Wait, you didn't
And this should be a
damage it.
float. All right, so these will have a so all of them are going to have ammo, all of them are going to have damage, all of them probably are going to have a fire delay too. So let's do the logic for whether you can fire in the base class. Wait, how does update get called in the case of... Do both updates get called?
I think at the beginning of the update of the child class, I think you want to do base.update.
Okay. You have to manually do that? Okay. We don't have that function yet anyway. So, sorry, I've basically never organized something like this on my own projects.
That's okay.
Fire logic. So this we can all check with what we have here, right? Yes, we can.
I mean, all the
Do we
fire
need fire
logic
button?
is going to be similar, right?
And we're going to get rid of all of these things. I guess all of these were something that we could do on the base. Did I put fire delay in there? I did.
You did.
I just put it in different orders to confuse me.
So what are the examples of child classes that are going to differ using the same base gun class?
They
That's a
could
good
be
point.
different kinds of guns. Shotguns, machine guns.
Yeah, they might have
Pistols.
shotguns, so they might have multiple ray casts. They might have different projectiles. They might have sounds and stuff. Though all these things might not have those as well.
So this is basically being set up so that we can do a virtual override function
Yeah.
and call it just using the
Yeah.
base gun class, but have it call the correct one in the child.
So yeah, so it would be something along the lines of virtual void fire. And then in here what we would do is we're gonna need this in here. going to need... Actually, let's put this into fire. Wait, this... How do virtuals and pure virtuals work again? Like, what's the... Hold on. Oh, abstract. Okay. All right. So this is not a pure virtual, so we should be able to just do the invoke call here. And then what we're going to actually do here is we're going to get rid of all of this junk. We're going to get rid of all of this junk. We're going to call this fire. And this is going to be a override void fire. And in the case of an override, we need to call base.fire first. Can I not call base.fire because it's not public? Yeah, protected virtual void fire save. Whoops. Save basic gun base.fire. All right. So let's save this. Save this. See if we have any compile errors, which we probably have several. Virtual or abstract members cannot be private. Oh no. Protected override void. Save. Oh, we compiled. Does
That's
it work?
good.
That'd be amazing. This is going to be a miracle. Yeah. It's not...
The same field is serialized multiple times in the class or its parent class. It's not
Okay.
supported.
Basic gun fire delay. So, oh, that's because basic gun still has all these stupid things it doesn't need. So we don't need any of these. There's nothing here that we need. Oh. And this should actually be in the other start. And let's see if this works. I'm not sure if this will work. We might actually have to explicitly call base update. Oops. Do is protection level. Oh, yeah, so all of these need to be protected. Protected. And actually we're going to need to get access to the... No, that'll be fine, I think. We'll find out. Oh, it worked! Oh my goodness! That's exciting. So what happened here is we have a basic gun on the here. We should still have access to the variables. We do. Good. These variables are coming from the base class gun. And the base class gun is handling the ammo and whether or not you can shoot and the input and stuff. And then this is handling the actual logic of firing after the fact. Yay.
Okay, cool.
So that's awesome.
So what does the protected actually mean?
So here's what... Okay, so there are two access classes, classifications that we typically use on the show are public and private. Mm-hmm. Public means anyone can access it anywhere. Private means only that class can access it. Mm-hmm. Protected is in between. Protected is accessible by that class and any of its children. It's or not even direct descendants, but any of its ancestors. Not ancestors, sorry. Progeny.
It's because it's an object-oriented script, and basically the other script is a child of
yeah. So basically, this basic gun is of type gun, and gun is of type model behavior. You can have this like long chain of things, and model behavior is a type of behavior, and behavior is a type of object or something like that. And we're just piling another thing on here. Protected means that we can now actually get at it inside of our children classes.
That makes
if we had done private, it's actually really private. You can't actually access it from other places.
Which can still be useful if
But public
the
cannot be
parent
active,
class has
correct?
to have variables that it's using in its own functions.
This is true. Yes.
But public cannot be accessed by it. Is that correct?
Public can be.
Oh, public can be.
totally
Okay,
can.
good,
So
good.
that's the reason we can get access
I was
to.
like, wait a minute, what? No.
We can do current ammo minus buzz. We can do can fire. Both of those are protected.
Why? I'm just curious. Why are we keeping track of the current ammo in the gun class? Does it matter? Oh, because all guns are going to have ammo.
Oh yeah, wait. I should actually be doing these two things
Inside this class,
inside
right?
of here. Yeah.
Because they could all be very different. Yeah. Okay.
So we actually don't need that. We're doubling up there. Let's see if it still works.
Seems to. Sweet.
All right, now we're going to actually be able to write our ammo counter. So let's go back to display ammo we were working on before, and we may have to change some access modifiers again, or add an assessor. So current gun equals okay. So then we're going to get gun equals current gun dot get component gun, and then gun dot ammo. So we have initial ammo and max ammo. We don't have current ammo count because that is protected. So we could either make this public, or we could add an accessor.
Why don't we add an accessor to it?
Yeah, let's do it. So we will do void. Actually, let's do it as a property. So public int. We'll make these. I'm going to refactor these real quick. Refactor. Oh, we can create a getter for it. That's cool.
That's neat.
I want to see what that does.
What did it do? Oh,
That's cool. That's neato.
we're gonna need set too if we have ammo pickups.
Yep.
Now I won't have to look that up every time I want to.
Yeah,
create an
you can just
accessor.
right click that and you don't have to look it up anymore. Yay. So what I actually want to do is I like using lowercase for this, so I'm going to actually use underscores for these ones, and since we just have to change it in these locations here.
And probably, is there anything accessing that in the basic gun? Too. Make sure to update the basic gun script.
This is or the basic gun. Oh, good point, because they are accessing it.
Yes.
So basic gun. Actually, they're not accessing it. They were only accessing it because we hadn't finished ripping out all the logic yet. Current ammo cannot be assigned to. It's read only. Oh, it's underscore current ammo.
Did it really say it was read only?
Because it tried to. I tried to
it
set
tried
this. So.
Okay.
And underscore. I'll save. Play. Alright. So now we should be able to do gun dot current ammo. We need to just do. Oh yeah, we need our text. So using Unity Engine .ui, we're going to create a private
Text.
text and void start text equals get component text, and then text equals gun.current ammo to string. Save.
That's gonna get rid of. Oh, unless
Oh,
we're
yeah.
are we adding a new
Yeah,
text
sorry.
or we could anchor a new text to the
Private.
other one.
We could do it that way. I'm actually gonna do it this way. Private string initial text equals text dot text equals initial text plus gun current ammo. Save.
Let's make sure we have a space after the semicolon in the text.
Well, I was going to just put that into the thingy here. So
To the thingy?
Yeah, if we go to our text here, I was just going to have the.
That's what I mean.
Yeah. Oh, cool. Actually, it's
But we
already
do
there.
have it.
Yeah.
Cool. So if we attach this script now, display ammo into our
Is that the
text. We're going to call this ammo. Hit play. And you quit unexpectedly. That's exciting.
Hopefully we didn't lose too much.
Not even in the right scene.
So we still have. We don't even still have that.
Our text is gone. And oh,
There's a lot of things that didn't get saved. So we didn't
That's a
save
bummer.
these. That's okay. We'll get this all done. So we're going to set up all these cubes with bug. We didn't change any special values on those, so that's good. We're going to now save. Save project. We're going to mark. What are we going to do?
Oh my
we
goodness.
need our.
We need project settings, layers, physics. Do we have?
Right.
Yeah, we don't have that anymore.
Did we lose the reticle as well?
We lost everything.
Oh no.
It's easy to fix. So it's just it happens.
Just
Add
sad.
layer.
It's just-
What did we call it in the script?
Broken collision.
Broken collision.
collision.
Thank you. Broken collision. Project settings. Physics. Remember, you learn more if you do it twice. No.
What?
You learn not to go.
Not
so
to do
long
it
without
again. Yeah,
saving.
exactly.
That
no,
is what
that's
you do
actually
learn.
not true. That's not true because if that were true, we'd have learned this lesson by now. I think.
Oh,
But
that's probably true.
but evidently, I am unteachable.
We need the layer.
So-
also. Not the layer. The other thing, the tag,
I don't know about unteachable.
Yes, the tag.
current gun.
Add tag current gun. We go to our main camera gun. We grab our current gun. We save. Save all. We save project.
Now let's add a canvas.
Yep, let's create our UI image. That'll create a canvas and the image. Let's set the canvas to pixel perfect. Let's set the image to crosshairs, the one that we've done. Bam. We will set native size. We will make sure that it is centered. We will keep the pivots in the center. That's perfect for that. We will then create a UI text. We will put ammo. We will set it to 24. We will position it at the corner. Centered. Anchor it to the lower left-hand corner. Position it at the corner plus 10 and 5. File save scene, save project. Hit play, let's see what we get. Looking good, except for the ammo should be red. Alright. We can still shoot the guy.
That's good.
Ammo's working.
Did we save it?
We've saved a
Go
lot
through
of
a wall.
times. I can go through a wall.
Okay, fantastic.
Things are great. Alright, and now...
We don't have a ceiling anymore.
Oh yeah, we don't have a ceiling. Let's fix that.
And we need to change the
Resize
camera
them.
to not clear.
Oh
Correct.
yeah, that's right.
Yep.
Main camera, clear depth only. We're gonna duplicate this quad. We're gonna rotate it -90. We're gonna bring it up 3, and then we're going to take both of these and scale them down to 50 and 15. No, 15 and 50. 20, 40, and move the Z or move the
Why?
position somewhere.
I know it's doing it on Z.
Alright. There we go. If we go out of a wall, there we go. We get the Hall of Mirrors, sweet.
Nice.
If we jump out, we jump out of the world, sweet. Alright. So all that works. Let's save, and then let's see if this will crash it. We're going to put our script. Display ammo. And we're going to hit play. And it crashed it. So
Wow.
we did something wrong.
Open up the script.
Alright.
The
Oh, well,
display.
that would be the problem. That would be an infinite loop if I've ever seen one. What was happening was, we were saying, hey, I want the current ammo. And then it's like, oh, I'm going to go get the current ammo. Hey, we need the current ammo. Hey,
Okay.
let's go get that current ammo. And that's
that's
what
it.
caused the crash. So, easy mistake.
Yep.
Infinite recursion.
Yep. As tight a loop as you can make it. Alright, so this time it didn't crash, but that's because we didn't save it with the thing on there.
Yeah, someone just said exactly what was happening.
Cool.
The property current ammo needs to return _current ammo in the getter. That's why Unity is crashing. Yep.
Yep.
It sure was. Sure was.
Display ammo. Play. Ammo 10, 9, 0. I can't shoot no more.
Now we need an ammo box. Just a quick little simple ammo box.
Oh, we think
Just get an ammo pick.
just make an ammo pickup right
Yeah.
now? We just have to do that right now?
Why not?
Oh, you were gone. Part of the reason that I made the stencil stuff is I thought it would be cool to make it so, like the green cube, you'd see health looking at it from one side, ammo looking at it from another,
cool.
and then you picked which one you wanted to pick up.
Okay, I dig that. We should do that. That seems cool.
Alright, that seems cool. And here, okay, so hold on. It's been an hour. We started early. We're going to go a little bit longer, though. Alright, so let me ask. What should we do? Do you want to do something cool where we do that thing and we have the pickup based on where you angle it? Or do we want to make it so that you can mark the walls that are broken?
We need to mark the walls that are broken.
Okay.
That is more of a core gameplay element.
That's what I was thinking. So
What's that red thing?
that's
Oh,
the ammo.
Right.
Gigantic ammo! So yeah, we hit play. We got a reticle. It doesn't look bad. It says ammo.
Oh,
Next level doesn't have anything.
it doesn't have, because we didn't add
We
any
didn't
of that.
make it into prefab.
Yeah.
Here, if we just do apply, and oh yeah, we need to make sure that this is. We'll prefab this out if we can,
Yeah, good call.
and then we'll go into our second level. Save all. We'll throw it into.
Look at all the cactus men.
Yeah, we should make an enemies object and put all of the cactus men in it, just so it's easier to see things in the hierarchy.
But I like all the cactus men. Oh, that looks cool. The particles look great with that non-clearing background, don't they? That looks great. It's like playing solitaire.
It's like playing solitaire. Yes, it
on
is.
the old computers. I always love that.
Oh yeah, I can't shoot because I have ammo. Yay.
The old solitaire with the little non-clearing cards. Yeah.
Let's give our level 2 a
Yeah, it
top
needs
as
a
well.
ceiling.
I'm just going to actually. I'm just going to cheat and grab them from the other level.
For shame.
Yeah, I know. I'm cheater.
Reusing assets?
Yep.
No one ever does that.
No, really.
It's not big enough. That's what.
Oh, I really want to say that.
That's what.
That's what someone
A
said.
person allegedly said.
That is what someone
At
has
some point.
allegedly said at some point. We should scoot that. Yeah, scoot it.
Scooch it.
Now it's big enough.
Yeah, you can see our wall job on this one. This was the. We don't even care about the walls.
Yeah, we do not care about that wall.
Alright, so do we have walls that we can go through on here occasionally?
We should,
Oh, we
right?
don't have any, actually.
Oh,
None
wow.
came up. Is that because that we're not using that? Nope.
Nope.
It's
It just
doing
didn't
It's
have.
just...
There were no chances for that one.
So I just want to see if all of our walls actually do have it. These ones
That one
appear
probably
too.
doesn't. I don't think
The
those
big
big
walls
ones are
might not.
prefabs, are they? Did they
All
have it?
these, yeah, all of them have it.
Sweet.
We just got really lucky that none of them were colliders.
We don't have a video for that, actually, by the way.
Of what?
We don't have any videos where you can make like a Skyrim skill system or anything like that, like one of the leveling systems.
Yeah, no, we haven't. We haven't touched a lot of the UI heavy RPG stuff because it's tricky and it's a lot of work to get it right.
It is.
But we'll probably have some simplified form that we'll show on the show at some point, especially now that Unity has a UI system that's worth a damn. So, built in, I mean. So, let's get it so we can detect these things. I am going to create a...
Well, we're gonna create a new kind of gun. It's a secondary weapon, right? Or is it gonna be like a key press?
I think...
I think it should
let's just
be
do
like a key
let's just do a
press,
key
right?
press or something. Yeah, let's just do that.
Like you press
create
tilde to open.
C#
No, you
script.
shouldn't do tilde. Tilde
call
should be
this,
used for your console.
Bug marker.
I think it should be like the tab key or something. Something. Maybe it could just be Z.
All right. So public string button name equals fire2 is what we're going to default it to. And actually, let's just default it to fire1. Pretend that we're doing this in some generic fashion, even though this is obviously something that's only going to be in this game. So, bug marker update if input.get button down. Button name. We're going to be doing a raycast similar to this thing, so I'm just going to go ahead and copy this. Alright, and what we will do is collision bug. Yeah, we'll do just a send message for right now. We may actually end up making a bug class later, but right now I'm just going to do the send message solution. So, so that now we'll have both examples on one show. So,
Yeah,
so,
exactly.
we're going to call this void mark bug, and we'll do something with that. And so what this will do is send message mark bug.
Let's save everything and check it in
All right,
and
save
do all
all.
sorts
Oh,
of...
good call. We haven't been checking things
we
in.
need to check things in.
Save project. Yeah, this... Oh, wait. Damage does not exist in the current context. Oh, yeah. We don't care. File save. Let's make sure that it plays. Make sure that it shoots. Make sure that... Okay, yeah, that's good enough. Save project, save scene. Let's check some stuff in.
Yeah, we haven't really checked in much at all.
At all today, yep. So we're going to go into source tree, VOGJam, there it is. Look at all these changes.
You should just write a plethora of changes.
A plethora of changes.
That works.
Would you say I have a plethora of changes?
I would say that's a plethora of changes.
Alright.
Should we wait till it's done committing?
It's done.
It's committed!
Yay. Now we won't lose work
Just
anymore.
like how I will probably be someday. Committed.
Alright, so mark bug. So
I want to see if the collider layer is the correct layer. Or I guess you don't
So
have
in this
to if
case-
you just want to send message to everything.
Alright, so send message is actually not going to work for it because we're going to need to find out if this thing actually responded to the message or not. So we are going to have to do this as some sort of classing thing. For right now, I'm just going to use collision bug as the class. So CB equals
Oh, I have an idea.
get component. Whoops,
By the way, for
hits.
in my opinion, how I think this should function.
Collider.
Just to let you know.
Let's hear it.
So, I think that if you mark the correct object, it should be a certain color, like green or something like that. Like the wall will turn green or something. But if you do it the incorrect object, it should mark it an incorrect color.
Okay.
So it's easily color-coded and you would know which was correct and which was not. However, you shouldn't be able to shoot at something, and you should get deducted points. You can't clear it once.
Also, I think if you mark the wrong thing, it should spawn like 10 cactuses.
Well, okay, so I'm kind of in between what you're saying, because I think that you should be able to mark and unmark, unless we could do a score as we go.
Like flags in Minesweeper.
We could do a score as we go.
Okay, I'm fine with that too. I mean, I'm fine with that, but I think you should.
Because, like, I think optimally. Okay, so tell me if you think this sounds good.
Mark or unmark, and then you get to the end, and
yeah, exactly. So like, you don't know immediately if you've gotten it. It doesn't mark it a different color or anything. It just marks it, and then when you say I'm done, it'll be like, here's your progress report. It's like you found 6 out of 10 bugs.
What do you mean it doesn't change it to color? It just marks it.
Well, it changes. It wouldn't change it to. It wouldn't be based on whether it's right or wrong.
Okay.
It would
change the color. It would change it to the unmarked color.
Yes,
yeah, there would be no direct feedback, just saying there's something wrong here.
Yeah. So yeah, how do we do the marked thing? I guess we'll just change the material. That'll be the easiest way. Instead of like overlaying a color or something, we might get fancier later, but let's just change the material for right now. So mark bug, what we're going to do is we're going to say material dot renderer dot material, actually dot shared material. No, that won't work either. If we change the shared material to different, yeah, that won't be good. So renderer dot material, it's not optimal, but it doesn't matter. Dot texture equals, we'll create a new public public texture 2D marked texture. So I like to put the things that are required variables at the top.
We need a regular texture then too, in case you're unmarking it.
Yes.
Although that could be private and just grabbed at the beginning.
Yeah, actually what I think I'm going to do at the beginning is instead grab so that we can restore batching, I'm going to go ahead and do public shader, or private shader, private material, original material, original material equals render dot shared material, save, private bool marked. So actually later when we finish this thing up, the marking stuff is going to have to be on a separate script, because we're going to need to be able to mark things that aren't bugs, right? So we might as well actually do that now, shouldn't we? Let's just try and get this working first, and then we'll reorganize it later. So render shared material, and then I'm going to do void on.
Oh, I'm sorry, player. You missed a bug. You didn't mark the bug that the.
What if there was a bug
the object didn't have the
gave
script
you the
for
results for there? So like there's a bug in the game where you don't mark a certain object, or if you don't mark enough, you don't even get a progress report.
And then you mark the progress report not showing up as a bug.
You just get a check that says, thanks for nothing. No, I've done focus testing and stuff like that. That's no fun. Focus testing wasn't bad, actually. I led those focus testers. That's right. Yeah. I had to...
You mean in the basement floor?
Yeah. Yeah, when they started doing the focus testing.
I don't know if this will actually help with the draw calling or not. All right,
Watched
so
a little bit of some of those videos.
They're interesting.
Yeah, it was kind of interesting.
So we're going to go into our basic room.
I had to take notes.
Oh, I didn't see them playing. I saw them afterwards. Someone was questioning what they thought about different things, and they were giving their answers.
Can you even set shared material? Does that make even sense? All right. Well, let's see if this actually works. We're going to grab all of these. Actually, let's do them for the prefabs. Basic room, hallway 1, and we're gonna give it a texture. The texture I'm going to give is, we're just gonna use one of the ones we already have. I'm just gonna use the hotbox texture for right now for the test.
Okay.
So
that should be very
if we
apparent.
hit play and we find a wall, so if I just click any wall, it's not going to do anything. Oh wait, I'm using Fire 1. I guess it doesn't matter.
Why isn't it going to do anything?
Well, because if the walls don't... Oh, the walls do have the bug no matter what. That's right. Oh, I'm not... Never mind. This is not... I was overthinking things. So marked bug marker... Bug marker is not on anything. That was our problem. So let's just create a duplicate gun. We're going to call this bug marker. We're going to give it bug marker. We're going to get rid of the basic gun. Remove component. We're going to go ahead and change the button to Fire 2. Let's go to project settings and find out what Fire 2 is actually set to. Fire 1 is left control. Fire 2 is left alt. All right. So if we go here and we hit Alt, yay! Looks like it's working. Now we're getting a null reference exception. What did I do wrong?
I don't think that's the right...
Oh, it's not tagged. Well, that would be part of the problem. Wait, no. That's not it. Wait. What? Text.text equals initial text.
Is the gun set to the
display ammo? So there's only one thing with display ammo on it. Object reference. So it could be either gun.current_ammo.toString is... Oh, I know what happened. Bug marker is still marked as current gun. Yay, gone. All right. So now we can mark these things using the secondary fire.
Oh, cool. So it'll just tag things, basically.
Yeah.
That's
Yep.
awesome.
tag the Cactus Man.
Can you tag Cactus Man?
No, not right now. He doesn't have
the
the script.
on the
Nope.
walls.
How dare him? Like, you need to be able to tag Cactus Man, too, probably. But
Yep.
we'll worry about that later.
All right, I'm going to make a texture for this to celebrate our wonderful...
Put an Easter egg. You tag Cactus Man. One out of like 50 Cactus Men randomly turns into some other monster when you tag him.
I'm actually going to change it to be material based. So I was curious if the way we did it actually preserved draw batching. So if we do batching 3, you shoot it. Wait, you shoot it. Batching 2, batching 3. So it does preserve it the way we did it. That's good. Obviously it changes because we have a different material when we change it, but when it changes back, the important part is it comes back. I actually am going to do this as a material. because that way we can make the material have different properties like transparency and stuff. Because what I want to do is, considering it's a collision issue, right? We're going to just have it marked with this big old transparent like X with red on it or something, so you know that it's wrong.
Big
so marked material, and then what we're just going to do is shared material equals marked material. So this requires us to change our variables again, and also make a material. So I'm just going to duplicate our brick wall material, save all. We're going to call this marked material, and let's open up Pixelmator and make a texture for this. Yeah, 16 by 16 will be fine. It'll be nice and blocky. And we will go ahead and kind of make it like our hotbox. We're going to draw out white on the edges. And then we're going to create a new layer. Paint bucket at 25%. And then finally, what we're going to also add to this is we're going to add a little X to it. So just kind of do one of these. It's really hard to see if I'm doing this right because of the... There, that'll be a little bit easier. The way they mark the transparency. Alright. Save. PNG bad hot box.
Couldn't you put an opaque layer underneath temporarily to see if you're drawing in the right place?
Yeah, I could have.
Opaque.
So we're going to set bad hotbox. So on the marked material, we're going to go with bad hotbox. We're going to go diffuse, or transparent diffuse.
All right.
Or rather, unlit. Wait, what did we use for a hotbox? Our exit is transparent diffuse. All right. Well, that's what we're using. Transparent diffuse. And we will make the color red.
Yay!
And so now if we go in here, oh wait, now we have to actually set all these to that. So
Correct.
prefabs, cubes, and we drag in our material, which is marked material. We hit play. So we mark it.
Whoa.
Oh, that's kind of fascinating.
It's actually really cool.
It's because of the
Yeah.
Hall of Mirrors thing, I think.
I think that's kind of cool.
I definitely want to make this texture not bilinear. That will help make it look a little bit less terrible.
It kind of reminds me of Aqua Teen Hunger Force for some reason.
Does it?
So we're going to go here, here, here.
It's got to be one of these walls that we can walk through.
There indeed has to be at least one right now. There we go.
There it is.
And that's our bad wall.
Cool. That's actually pretty cool.
We're going to have to make the walls line up
No,
better.
we don't.
No, not at all. I don't think so.
We might. If it ends up bothering me, but it doesn't really bother me that it cuts through because it shows where the wall actually is.
Yeah, exactly.
Like if this was actually a piece of software, no one would ever write this. But this was actually a piece of software that players could mark. If people were sick of people writing terrible bugs, and Paul Bowman decided to like write up a awesome I had to pick like one of the good old boys or a Norm or something, just some awesome person decided to make, hey, you can just mark all the bugs in the game. Look, if you have a collision problem, just like zing it, and I'll get an email.
Like something that would happen.
And I'll get an email, and it'll be great, and it'll have the coordinate information, which I keep asking you to put in your bugs, and you never do. So, all right.
I meant lining them up because of all of the clipping that.
Yeah, I know this stuff, right? That's the reason. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean. Yeah.
See, I don't see a problem with it necessarily, but it shows exactly what's being made there.
Yeah.
So I don't know if that's necessarily a problem. That would be a more polished thing, I would think.
Yeah, we might consider that. We might consider that. That's another thing that will be in our manual. Remember, don't report any bugs about the debug mode. So, just like
debug
real
mode
life.
is perfect.
No, we know it's not perfect. It's just you don't report the bug. If a bug happens in debug mode, it doesn't happen in the regular game. That's not a bug.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah. Oh right.
Okay.
So let's actually score this real quick, or do you think we should call it a wrap? Let's see if I can make a real basic scoring thing for this. What we'll do is
the actual game, though.
Yeah. It's hard to draw the lines. Yeah, no, exactly. It is.
Well, that's kind of what's interesting about this concept, right? Is the lines are blurred.
Yeah. Just like that Z fighting. No.
Yeah. Z fighting. All right.
So. What we'll do is we'll just do, for right now, void on destroy. Private bool bugged equals false. So we'll do bugged equals true. If, so we're just going to do the debug log version of this right now. Debug.log, debug.log, plus 1.4 marking a bug correctly.
Could say plus 1 point for Gryffindor.
Yeah, I could say that.
But don't just.
We'll have that one, minus 1 point.
Their point system is so broken.
I know, they're just arbitrary. There's no consistency. It's ridiculous.
And then the headmaster just gives
them out
a bunch of points until they win.
Yeah, pretty much.
Alright, minus 1 point for missing a bug. So if marked and bugged, we do this one. Else if marked and not bugged. Bugged. I don't know why I started typing that not, but I did.
No,
because you said
not.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I typed it. It was the exclamation point. I usually think of it that way. Else. All right, so save. So what's going to happen here is we're going to hit play.
And we'll just
And
see
I'm
these
going
in
to
the debug
check
log,
a,
right?
yeah, I'm just going to, this doesn't display anything on the screen yet. I'm going to check some walls. So this is a solid wall.
Do
I'm
we
going to
have
mark this wall.
walls right now?
And
Any transparency?
oh, we don't actually. Thank you.
Yeah.
Now we do.
All right, so I'm not colliding. So now what we do is, so we need to find out. Okay, so this is a solid wall. I'm going to mark that one. This is a not solid wall. I'm going to mark that one. And then what's the other case where we don't mark this one? Okay, perfect. So if we exit the level, we got.
Whoa.
My logic is wrong. So
Well, go back to your
Well,
logic
it's
real
saying
quick.
it on every wall, even.
Yeah, the logic is wrong. So, if marked and bugged...
Oh, I
There's
see.
no not marked and not bugged.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. If... else if... So this one would be...
Not marked and bugged.
Not marked and bugged. There we go. And then the final statement is else, which is a neutral statement,
It's
so
nothing.
we don't care.
Yeah,
So
it's
save, play. Let's try this again. All
We
right.
didn't get anything.
We didn't get anything. I only got
Okay.
one. I want to have two.
Oh,
There we go.
one's not good enough, huh?
All right.
Wow,
so
that was a...
that's
Wow.
That's a bug.
What's
That
the
one's not a
bug?
bug, but I'm marking it anyway.
And now just
And
walk through. You know the other one is.
yeah, I know the
left
other
to
one.
right,
So we just have to exit. So kill that guy and exit.
Let me say
So
one.
minus 1 point for missing a bug, 1 point for marking a bug, something that's not a bug, plus 1 point
Yeah, that's
for
perfect.
marking a bug correctly, and this is from the next level. Perfect.
That is perfect.
All right. Save scene, save project. Bug marking and stuff. And a debug log score system stub. All right. Well, I think we did really well.
I think so
I think we're closer to a first playable.
To an alpha?
Yes.
Got a lot of bugs though.
Yeah, we do have a lot of bugs.
Yeah, it's
both
true.
intentional and non-intentional.
That is also true.
So, thank you very much for joining us tonight. Hopefully you enjoyed the episode. I know that we did. If you have any questions, please email me, pushypixels@pushypixels.com. You can also tweet me at Drakfire. That's DRAKFYRE. You should buy Phil's game, Robot Alone.
I agree. You should buy my game, Robot Alone. You know what you should also do? Follow me on Twitter. That's right, you can follow me on Twitter. It's an amazing concept. I'm on Twitter as @MagmaLemur. MagmaLemur. MagmaLemur. But you know what? You should follow me on Twitter. You should buy my game. But you know what's more important? Donating to Cooking with Unity. That's right.
It's the most important thing. In the world, no. Yes, patreon.com, Cooking with Unity. Most important thing in the world. Please donate. It's awesome.
The world.
And thank you very much for watching tonight. We will be broadcasting again. You guys can still do Thursday, right?
That's tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah, Thursday I'm planning on. Yeah.
Sweet. We'll see you tomorrow with more of this and also some more Breakfast with Unity. Have a great one, and see you guys tomorrow.
Have a good night.